All right, son.
Yeah.
I thought that was our Jackie and the girls then.
What time did you back?
Oh, well, that Bruno said he thought the flight got back quite early. Marvellous, isn't it, eh? When you're going to ask a stranger what time your own daughter's due back from her holes. You know, this is the longest I've ever gone without seeing our Jackie.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind, you know. She was only in Birmingham most of the time. You think she could have popped back now and again, couldn't
Well, you know what she's like, Dad. Business comes first with her, doesn't it?
Well, it must be something big she's got going, you know, to be away so long.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, it's a new baby and she's keeping it well under wraps.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, Dad, tell me about this new woman you were with in the bar then.
Oh, aye? A new fancy woman?
Oh, she's just an old school friend, you know, that's all. Haven't seen each other for donkey's years.
Well, you didn't seem to have any problems catching up.
Yeah, well, we go back a long way, me and Anthea. You know, first love and all that.
I thought my mum was your first love.
Well, yeah. I mean, I suppose she was, but when me and Anthea were childhood sweethearts, even carved our initials on trees. Well, someone's back gate.
So you haven't seen her since you were little then?
No.
I'll tell you what, it's amazing you'd even recognise each other.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Anyway, I'll see you later.
Ta-ra, son.
Charlotte. Hey, you'll wear that window out.
What? Oh. You don't know. It's just I can't wait to see her, Jack. I've really missed her.
The joys of parenthood, eh?
There you go.
Thanks. Did you hear Dan go out?
No, I thought he was still upstairs.
No, he's gone. It's not like him to leave without saying goodbye.
Well, perhaps he just wanted to get in extra early as it's his first day back.
I suppose so.
Talking of first days, I'm off.
Oh, well, good luck. And I hope you make lots of new friends at uni.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Thank you. And don't worry, he's probably just gone in early to use computers or something. See ya.
Bye.
Hi. How's his lordship today, then?
Fast asleep, but he might be waking up.
Hey, it's great when they're that young, isn't it? No bother. Listen, do you want me to keep an eye on him while you nip in and pay?
Oh, I need to get a few other things as well, so I'll take him in with me.
There's no need to go waking him up. Go on, he'll be fine.
Are you sure? OK, then. I won't be a tick.
You take your time.
All right?
All right, Frank. Bruno. Yeah. Any word from our Jackie? I thought she might have been back by now.
Maybe the flight's been delayed or something.
Yeah.
He doesn't look very happy.
No, hey, come on, little fella. Your mum will only be a jiffy. Oh, my word. Hey, what's all this row, eh?
Hey, don't look now. Here come the holiday makers. Look at the colour of you three. Hiya, love.
Hiya, Dad. Thanks, did you change? Listen, I'm just going to see my dad to keep an eye on the cases.
Big boy for this. Come on then, my son. Here we go.
Jackie?
What's up with our Jackie?
She keeps getting the runs really bad. She keeps getting caught short. Yeah, she'll be all right in a minute, though.
Spanish tummy, eh?
Oh, who's this, then?
This is little Mr. Harry Farnham.
Mom, what are you doing?
I better get him back to her before I'm done for kidnapping. Tell our Jack will be over as soon as I can.
Jackie's going to have to watch herself. She can't be getting upset every time she sees a baby. Yeah. You coming in, then?
This is a message for Katie. Hiya, Katie, it's Jason. I was just ringing to see if you got back yet. Give us a ring when you get this message, and I hope you had a good time. And I've really missed you. Bye.
Missed her, eh?
You shouldn't snoop around on people.
Well, you mustn't have missed Katie that much, seeing as you got back with Katrina while she was away.
Yeah? Well, just you keep that out of it, will you?
Katrina's my mate.
And I'm your brother.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't like it if someone was two-timing me, so put a stop to it.
I would, but I just can't decide which one I want to go out with.
Well, you better make your mind up and quick, because I'm not having you doing the dirty on either of them.
Thanks.
Katie, where did that come from?
Bruno had it brought in.
On who say so? He was only supposed to be caretaker manager. He had no right to start making changes.
Never mind about that now. You gonna tell me what that was about outside?
I don't know. I just panicked when I saw the baby.
But why? You were great on holiday, you hardly mentioned it.
I know, but it was on my mind a lot, but well, I thought I got over the worst.
You obviously haven't. After what just went on out there.
I feel lost on my dad. I've really been looking forward to seeing him as well.
Yeah, well, when you do, don't forget, you've got the runs.
Thanks. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Bruno's put all our cases in the flat.
Cheers.
Thanks. Oh, great. Is this mine? I'm dying for a proper cup of tea for 2 weeks.
Said you have a good time, then? Rachel said she did.
Oh, she did all right with all them fellas. No, when you're messing, it was great.
How about you? Did you get plenty of rest?
Yeah, thanks.
Do you want me to update you on how things have been going?
Yeah, but it'll have to wait till after.
Okay, whatever.
Hiya, Dad.
Oh, love, it's great to see you.
Oh, I'm sorry it's been so long.
Yeah, well, I just hope this business deal you've been working on was worth it.
It was, yeah.
So, how were the holes?
It was great. We had a really nice time.
Yeah? By the looks of things, you had enough to eat and drink, eh?
Dad?
Well, you putting a bit of beef on there, love. Was that the holidays, or did you overdo things in Brum and all?
No, we just haven't had time to go to the gym.
Yeah, a few too many business lunches, I bet.
Yeah, that must be it.
I hear you got a bit of a deli belly?
Yeah, but I'm feeling a little bit better now.
Oh, good. Hey, it's a pity you had to run off before you missed the Farnham's little one. Oh, what a little cracker he is. And I know that he's adopted, but honestly, he's the spitting image of Maxie. Poor little thing.
Really?
Yeah. You want to have a look at him?
Hey, Dad, I've got you the presents. Oh, I've left it upstairs in my case.
Oh, never mind about that now. Just give us another big hug to be going on with.
So there we were, stuck on this stupid pedalo floating away, and none of us could get it going. Yeah, lucky for us, some lads came along and sorted it out. Right, I'm gonna go up to the flat. I might go and see Anna later, see if anything exciting happened while I've been away. See you later. See ya.
So, it was a good holiday, then?
Yeah, it was a real laugh.
And there were plenty of lads around?
Yeah, why are you jealous?
Yeah?
Don't say that.
Why not? It's true.
I told you before I went, I didn't think we should get serious. You know, just be mates.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure whether I can just be mates. I've really missed you.
But we both decided it wasn't worth it. And now Jackie's back, well, you'll be going home.
Not necessarily. I love it here. I'm thinking of asking Barry if I can stay on. I've got some great ideas for this place, and I reckon Barry and Jackie might like them. And with those two concentrating on opening the new place, I reckon they'll need me around anyway. And that means we can still be together as well.
So how are you?
I'm great.
Everything go okay in Birmingham?
Yeah, it all went as planned.
Do you realise that this is the longest we've ever gone without seeing each other?
Yeah, I know, and it felt like it too. Can't wait to go and see me mum.
I saw her the other day. Said she's really missing you.
You know, no matter how old they are, when you miss your kids, it's like nothing else. It's just like an ache. You can miss your wife, you can even miss your mates, but I tell you, it's nothing like missing your own flesh and blood. Hey, come on, love. It's meant to be me who's the soft old sentimental one, isn't it?
No, it's just so good to see you. Sorry, I think I must be tired with all the travelling.
Yeah. Anyway, look, I better be getting back. I told Jackie it'd only be a minute. I'm really glad you're back home, love. I've missed my little girl.
See you later.
So the birth went all right then?
Look, I'd rather not talk about it in here.
Well, can we go in the office then? Because there's something else I need to ask you about. Like you and a certain person having a cosy meal for two in Chester.
Look, Mike, I have got far too much to do right now. Come back later, we can talk properly then. I'll explain it all to you then, I promise.
All right, I'll speak to you later.
He's supposed to be working on the new extension, but no, not Jason. He's probably scarving off.
Look, I'm just gonna nip over the parade and see if Katie's back. So if she calls, just tell her I'm on my way over. What is up with you, eh?
Gotcha.
Oh, all right, son. Look, I'm just gonna have to nip over the solicitors because they want some work doing. I'm gonna have to see Katie because she's in charge.
I'll walk around with you then. I've got the rest of the day off and I was thinking of spending some time here, seeing as your dad's gone out.
Sound?
So don't I get a kiss, by the way?
Oh, sorry. Look, on second thoughts, I don't think I will go round there. Well, It's probably best if my dad does it.
I'll tell you what. Do you want me to make some butties for us and the hard-working students here? And we can have our dinner in the garden.
Hi. Is everything okay?
Yes, fine. I just thought I'd do some work at home. Pip's quiet at the office, so I left a temp holding the fort.
All right. Do you want some lunch or something?
No, thanks, I'm fine. Actually, I thought, seeing as we had the time, we could go over these.
The statements?
Yes. Well, we need to make sure we're fully prepared for the inquest.
Yes, well, I'm not really in the mood right now, so can we do it some other time?
But now is ideal. Louise is at college and Danny's at school. We should make the most of it.
A few months ago, we'd used the opportunity to make love. Now, we're practicing our perjury.
So what would you rather do? Leave it and risk being caught out at the inquest?
I didn't think solicitors were allowed to prep their clients.
I get this sort of attitude every day at work. Someone of your intelligence should know better. And these are hardly normal circumstances, and you're not my client. Can't you see that we've got to be prepared for this?
I thought we were. Anyway, I've got other things on my mind.
What could be more important than getting the two of us through this?
Sorting out Dan for a start. Things aren't getting any better with him, and, well, I've got to do something to save our relationship.
Oh, at the expense of ours?
No.
Come off it, Ollie. He's already made it perfectly clear he'd rather I wasn't around.
Yeah. Well, actually, he's done more than that now. He's demanding that I choose between the two of you.
Oh, terrific.
Look, Dan's feeling very vulnerable and unloved at the moment. He's got this idea in his head, thanks to Corkhill, that I did nothing to protect him.
Oh, that's nonsense.
Well, we know that. Only we know that it's not true.
Oh, Ollie, you can't. We've already discussed this. We can't tell anyone the truth about what happened to Marcus.
Okay. So what do you want me to do? Choose between the two of you?
Bruno's gonna change the ordering router. It was working fine before I went off.
I think he was just trying to make a few improvements.
Yeah, much rather he had this.
Hey, you never guess what's happened while we've been away?
What? Louise just told me Dad died in an accident in the lakes. Fell off a cliff edge or something.
You're joking.
I don't know who else knows, so keep it to yourselves, eh?
Oh, and how is she?
Well, it was a bit weird. I thought she would have been devastated. She was growing really close to him. I mean, she was upset, but she seemed quite together about it. Do you reckon he topped himself or something? No, she said it was an accident. Here, Ollie and Eleanor have got to go to an inquest, but it seems straightforward.
They always give me the creeps. Something I didn't like about him.
Jackie, have you got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Do you fancy a water shop?
Yeah, okay.
See ya.
I just want to show you a few ideas I've had for the bar.
All right.
Now, I know Barry's been planning to give the place a new look, so as soon as you were away, I had someone do a few designs. If you can imagine, all that side of the bar covered in lots of small frame pictures. You know, classy ones, not cheapo theme pub ones. And it's all complemented by huge potted plants and palms. I reckon it'll look really classy.
Well, don't you think it'd look cluttered? And besides, those frames would be a nightmare to keep clean with all the dust in them.
That wouldn't be a problem.
Well, to be honest, when this place does get done, I'll be the one who decides what it'll look like.
I just thought with you having other things on your mind, you might appreciate a few suggestions.
Oh, I do, yeah. And I'm really grateful for the way you've looked after the place for me. But now that I'm back, wouldn't you be wanting to go back to Birmingham?
Actually, OK, I was only supposed to be here on a temporary basis, but I've really enjoyed working here, and I reckon there's plenty to do for the both of us. So I was thinking of asking Barry to keep me on. You know, give you a helping hand, like.
Well, thanks for the offer, but I don't need any help.
Yeah, but Barry mightn't think that, especially considering what you've just been through.
Oh, really? Well, thanks for your concern, but I'm more than able to run this place.
What's happened?
Well, that was the school. After Dan registered this morning, he didn't show up for any of his lessons.
What, you mean he played truant?
I suppose so.
Well, I'm sure he's just gone into town. Probably come home thinking you know nothing about it. I'm sure it's just a one-off.
Hi, love. Listen, Lindsay isn't back with the kids yet, so I'll put the tea in the oven. I'm just going around to the Simos with these, you know, bit of a thank you.
Why? What have they done for you?
Well, Ollie's helped me out a couple of times, hasn't he? So's Danny. So I thought I'd get him a box of blank discs for his computer. You know, bit of a gesture, like.
You mean you think you may have put your foot in it when you went round there the other day?
No, actually, I think our little chat helped Danny out.
Well, don't overstay your welcome, will you? I don't want you poking your nose in, OK?
All right.
Hello. Hi. Hi. Oh, isn't he lovely? Can I have a little home? Yes. Oh. He's in a bit of a mood. Oh, no. Oh, look. Oh, he's a pleasant little boy. Oh, I bet you're no trouble. Oh, he is at night. He just won't settle. I spend hours and hours pacing the floor, but he won't go off until he's completely exhausted himself. Well, you know, having a new baby isn't easy, is it? Even when you're young, but when you're a bit older, it's much harder. Yes, I'd forgotten that we need complete attention. Well, you only remember the good bits, don't you? I think it's nature's way of tricking you into having a few more. Yes, and it works, I suppose. Well, you know, by the time you'd have another one, it's too late, isn't it? And it's only later you remember all the hard work. Well, I suppose you just get on with it, don't you? Well, you've got to, haven't you? Because they're your own flesh and blood, aren't they? Well, what I mean is, love, it's all right. I know he's adopted, but as far as I'm concerned, he's my baby. Now come to Mummy, and we'll go for that walk. Oh.
There really was no need.
No, don't be soft. It's only a thank you, you know, for all your encouragement and that. Oh, and they're for Danny.
Thank you. I think we should put those away, don't you?
Sorry. Have you seen Danny?
No, why? What's up?
Oh, he's been playing truant.
Doesn't sound like your Danny, that, does it, hey? Sagging off from school.
Yes. Well, thank you for your gifts, but this is none of your concern.
Mind you, when you consider what he's been through lately, it's not surprising, really, is it?
Yes, well, it wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't your little chat that caused this behaviour.
You are? Hey, hang on, don't be blaming me. Listen, your Danny was already upset when I spoke to him. And I'm not surprised either, after what went on. I mean, I'm sorry, love, but this Marcus fella sounded a right nutter. And according to Danny, well, you did nothing to protect him from him.
Right, that's enough from you. You take your cheap, nasty wine and leave us alone. You've already caused enough problems in this house. And the last thing we need is your ill-informed, useless advice.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going. But I'll warn you, you're going to have problems with that lad.
I won't be long now.
All right. Does my dad know you're finishing early?
Yeah, well, he said I could, providing I picked that Emily up from training.
Ainsley's mum's picking it up and taking it straight to theirs for the tea.
So what? I was prepared to pick it up if need be.
It's not fair. He's dead sneaky. Whenever my mum's away, it's always me who ends up doing everything. The cooking, cleaning, seeing to our Emily. He always manages to get off with doing nothing.
Leave him alone, he's lovely. You can't help it if he's a man.
What? Sly, devious, totally untrustworthy.
Hey, my Jason's not like that. He's a pussycat. He may crack on ears, but I know what he's really like.
Good job you don't.
Right, see you later.
See you, Nick.
¿Quieres helado?
Oh, don't remind me. A day back in Eden, it feels like Spain was ages ago already.
Oh, no. It's back to work for me tomorrow. What's going on with Bruno?
Oh, he's on the phone to Barry now. Not anymore, he isn't.
Looks like I better go and pack my bags. Barry wants me back straight away.
Look, I'm sorry, but were you really supposed to stay while I was away? No odd feelings?
So, this is goodbye then?
Yeah.
If ever you fancy a holiday in the Midlands, get my number off Jackie.
Okay.
I've really enjoyed my time here, especially getting to know you.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it too. And thanks for helping me get over a really difficult time. Until I met you, I never thought I'd have the confidence to go out with anyone, you know, after Christian. But you've changed that, and I'm really grateful.
Yeah, well, you know where I am if you need to get in touch. See ya.
We'll see ya.
Why don't you go and see them?
Oh. No, it's probably best if I don't.
You can't go on like this, you know. Losing it every time you see Susanna and the baby.
I won't. It's just today. I'll be fine when we've been back for a while.
They called him Harry, you know.
Have they? It's nice. It's weird, isn't it? The way they get to pick his name and I don't even get a say.
Why? Would you want to say in it?
No, I suppose not. Oh no, where's our Mike? I'm really not in the mood for him at the moment. He's still going on about seeing me in Chester with Max.
You get out of sight and I'll try and get rid of him.
Yeah, thanks.
See you later. See ya.
All right, where's our Jackie?
She's gone for a lie down.
Why didn't you just said she was in here?
No, she's in the flat.
All right, but tell her I still want to speak to her. And sooner or later, I want to find out what's really going on.
Dan's with Belle. She's just got back from work and found him waiting for her.
Where's he been all day?
I don't know. She's going to talk to him first and then get him to call me.
Well, at least he's okay. I'm going up for a bath, chill out for a while.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I haven't had a chance to ask you how you got on at uni.
That was fine. I'll tell you all about it later.
This is all my fault. I should have listened to him rather than just dismissing his feelings.
Ollie, I think you're in danger of overreacting here. I mean, all kids play truant sometimes.
I'm not bothered about that. It's the fact that I've just been neglecting him more and more.
No, you haven't. There's just been a lot going on lately.
Yes, and I've put it all before my son's welfare.
Your next one just left.
What did he say?
He wants to see you. I reckon he suspects something.
Can't believe any of this. I thought that when I got back from my holiday, all this would be over. The farmers would have the baby and I'd just be able to get on with things.
You'll make us soon get fed up of asking questions.
It's not just him. It's the baby as well.
What do you mean?
You saw me this morning when my dad had hold of him. I couldn't help myself. I wanted to run over and hold him.
Are you saying that you want the baby back?
That's what's so mad about all this. The last thing I want is the baby. But I just can't stop myself from thinking about him all the time.
Well, you carried him around for 9 months. Maybe your body just doesn't want to give up on him.
Yeah, but how long's gonna last? And what if it gets worse? Then what?
Part boat, part plane, a secret flying machine from the days of the Cold War could become the mode of transport for the future. Equinox takes flight in the strange, bizarre Caspian Sea monster. Next on 4.
Has Dan been in touch?
I thought he'd be with you.
I left Belle saying he was going to see Nat and Georgia. I could at least have phoned. I don't want him staying with them.
Well, perhaps if he spent a few days with his brother and sister?
No.
Where'd you go for that, China? I switched the telly on for the Labour Party conference. Thought my mum might have been on.
She's hardly going to be in a pound seat, is she? She'll be stood up at the back somewhere. Unless she got bored and decided to do an early dart.
She's back tonight, don't she?
Yeah, thank God. Hope she's not going to make a habit of disappearing for days on end.
Oh, she'd be made up with starting on the new extension, though.
Yeah. Might just stop her bending me ear.
Were you sure they were telling the truth?
Well, they kept enough secrets while they were here, but... well, even they wouldn't lie about something like this. They'd probably take great pleasure in telling me that Dan had run away to be like them. I'll have to tell the police.
I don't think that's advisable.
Well, how else are we going to find him?
Well, he's almost 17. He'll come home when he's ready, or when he thinks he's put enough pressure on us.
No, I'll have to report him missing.
Ollie, it's too risky. Look, can't you look in some likely places before you contact the police? I mean, you must know places he goes.
Okay, fine. But you better tell Katie you won't be in today.
I've got clients to see.
We're supposed to be committed to each other, aren't we? In it together? Don't you keep saying? Ring Katie.
It's not that easy.
Commitment.
See, Nicky didn't come home again last night.
Probably too glad, I think.
Yeah, well, she won't get away with it when your mother gets back. Aye, there's Ollie Simpson. I wonder if he'll let us have them leftover breeze blocks from the extension. He might just cough up with his final payment as well.
So, where are we going to look first?
The internet cafe. Apparently he knows people there.
All right, Al.
Hi.
Yeah, you know them breeze blocks we left? OK if we get them?
Help yourself.
Nice one. And we'll knock a score off your final payment. When do you think you can let me have it, by the way?
When I'm ready.
Hey, hang on. We sweated blood to get this extension ready for your deadline.
I'm sorry about that, but Danny's gone missing and, well, things are a bit frantic.
Oh, I didn't know. Have you phoned the police?
No, it was a bit early for that, we thought. Anyway, look, I'll get the final payment to you as soon as I can, I promise.
Oh, no worries. Hope you find them.
Thanks.
All right. Did you know Danny Simpson had gone missing?
No? Any idea why?
As old man didn't say. Probably some family row.
Didn't think he'd have the bottle to do with him.
Yeah, he's a clever kid, like, but not exactly streetwise, is he? Excuse me, boys.
Oh, is she fit or what?
Hello, stranger. What are you doing around here?
I got a message for you from Mum.
Hey, keep your mind on the job hormones. Go and get that stuff moved from outside Mad Max's before he goes mad.
You man coming round here? The name's already talking.
I didn't want to phone in case Leo answered. I wanted to tell you you're taking me out tonight.
What? We're ready to take your mum out tonight.
It's all sorted.
What? Have you told her about us?
Don't be daft. I'm supposed to be babysitting for one of her mates, but I told her I'm working. She'll have to do the babysitting. So I've got you all to myself.
I don't like this, you know. It's not fair on your mum.
You're not going all guilty on me again, are you?
I can't help it. We shouldn't be doing this.
It's fate. Look, if I'd have walked into your chippy before Mum and given you the eye, who would you have asked out first?
I don't know.
Go on, tell the truth.
Doesn't mean it's right. Look, I think I'm going to finish with you, Mum. Tell her what's happened.
You can't do that. Look, it'd be bad enough finishing with her, but telling her about me? No way, Mick.
I don't want to feel like I'm some kind of sneak.
Oh, please, Mick, just leave it, yeah? Look, we're having a good time. Why mess things up?
Go on, get in the car. I'll drop you off at the main road.
Hiya. Shut the doors on me dad to see me. Has he been hassling you too? What do you mean, too? Your Mike's been asking questions. My dad's bad enough and he doesn't even know I was pregnant, but he still wants chapter and verse on everything I did while I was away. Just can't handle it, Katie. How are you feeling? Apart from Britain's most wanted. Not so bad, no, Tar. I just nipped round to tell you I can't come here for dinner. Eleanor's taking the day off and dumped me with cancelling all her appointments. She didn't give me any warning, just dropped it on me. But you're calling off to work? Yeah, of course I will. Jackie. I'm sorry. It's okay. I just keep doing this. I don't want to, but I can't help it. I've tried to wait, but I can't even concentrate. Yeah. Why don't you go back up to the flat? But there's
things to do. Bruno's left a right mess. You can't carry on like this.
So, what's all the mystery about? You need to see me straight away. Not enough for you last night, eh? Hey, what's up?
Us. Me and you. Well, me. Look, this is hard to say. It's got nothing to do with you. You've been great. It's good company. It's just me.
You want us to finish?
Yeah. It's not your fault.
Well, I didn't expect this.
I just think I've rushed into something too soon here. I mean, after the trial and that, and Elaine running out, well, I just think it was too soon to go into another relationship. I'm just not ready.
Well, it didn't seem to bother you last night. Look, we could slow things down a bit if it makes you feel more comfortable.
I know I should have said something weeks ago. I wanted to make it work. But it's just... well, it's not for me. I'm sorry. You're a real nice person. Loads of fun and that, but it's just too soon after everything else, you know. And I couldn't let things go any further and then hurt you.
Well, you have hurt me.
I'm sorry. Look, I'd better go.
Look, can't we even talk about it? There must be a way around this. Nick, let's go out somewhere quiet tonight and just talk. Can't you at least give me another few hours?
Pauline, it's over.
It's a coincidence, Mike, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's it got to do with you anyway?
Because it's weird. You get pregnant, you keep it quiet, you go to Birmingham for months. Next thing you see, you're all lovey-dovey in Chester with Max Farnham.
Yeah, well, that was business.
What sort of business?
Mike, just leave me alone, will you?
It's Max Farnham's kid, isn't it?
No.
He was in your flat when the shops blew up. You only had your 19-year dressing gown on.
Yeah, well, that was business too. He came to see me about a wine tasting too.
Yeah, and why did he want to take you to the doctors when you collapsed out there? Why would he do that if it wasn't his kid you were having?
He's a friend, for God's sake, a business friend.
Do you want to know what I reckon? I reckon Max Farnham has adopted the kid he's had with you.
And why the hell would he do that? Mike, if I was stupid enough to sleep with a married man and get myself pregnant, I'd get rid of it.
Yeah, but you didn't get rid of it, you kept it.
A couple from Coventry adopted it. Why can't you believe me? It's all in your mind. It's all just a mad coincidence.
I'm not so sure about that.
Look, Mike, this is doing my head in. Putting a baby up for adoption was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. It's really hurting me. So, can't you do me a favour and just drop all this? All I want to do is try and forget about it. And I don't ever want my dad to know. So will you do that for me? I mean, is that too much to ask my own brother?
Jackie, what's up?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's with giving up the baby.
Well, if I had my job back in the bar, I'd be here for you, wouldn't I? Is that too much to ask of my own sister?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
But you're behind on your rent, Mike, and you still haven't paid back that money you stole from my dad's account.
I'll sort that eventually.
No, I'll be docking your wages £25 a week.
All right, Jack.
Mike, I had to give a baby away. All you've got to do is hand over some money.
Yeah, okay. Sad, aren't we? Locked in a contract of silence.
Yeah, I know. I'm just surprised a selfish swine like you noticed.
I do look up every now and again, you know.
I know. Well, if I need you, I'll shout you. And I'll get behind that bar and make yourself useful. She was bad on holiday, but she just seems to have got worse since we got back.
How do you mean?
Well, I've tried everything I can to try and buck her up, but she keeps getting more depressed and crying. It was too sudden for her, giving up the baby.
God, this is what I've been dreading. Do you think she's changed her mind? Do you think she wants him back?
No, she doesn't want him back. But she's all over the place mentally. It's as though she's made the decision, but her body and emotions, they won't accept it. I was wondering if she might get over it faster if you and the baby came to visit her.
I can't do that. That's the most important thing about an arrangement like this. You have to keep the mother and baby strictly apart.
I realise that, but...
I mean, that's why you and Jackie went to Spain. That's why I've hardly set foot outside the place since you got back, especially after that business at the petrol station. I can't take the risk of letting her see the baby.
I'm sure you'd change your mind if you'd seen her. I've known Jackie for ages, and I've never seen her like this. She keeps breaking down and crying. I can't stand seeing my best friend in a state like that.
Katie, I just don't know.
She really doesn't want the baby. I'm dead sure of that. But maybe if she could see him for a little while, say a proper goodbye and see what he looks like, I think it might do the trick. I think it might calm her down.
But what if she bonded with Harry? See, it could happen in minutes. It would spoil everything we've all worked towards. The lawyers would take him away from me.
I know you're worried, but I'm worried too. I'm frightened what Jackie might do to herself.
Hello. What are you doing behind there?
Got my old job back.
And what about the insurance, mate? And what about the suit I forked out for?
I couldn't hack it.
Didn't give it much chance.
I was useless. You need to be a born salesman.
There's your contract of employment, and you have to give me all your bank details and your real details and all this time.
Yeah, all right.
What are you doing giving him his job back after all the hassle he caused you down the old King Cole?
Well, you heard him. He's more useless at selling insurance than he is at bar work. Must have felt sorry for him.
Hey, I'm not useless in here, especially getting people to either buy a drink or move on.
I only came in to ring a taxi, if you must know. And if you could get me one to Chilwell Fireways in, say, 2 minutes, I'd be very grateful. Thank you.
Oh, come on, Katie. What do you want to spend time with Jackie for? You've just been on holiday with her. I really wanted to see you tonight. All right, then. I'll call you tomorrow. What am I doing tonight? Me and my dad will probably get a few videos and have a few cans. All right, then. I'll catch you later. Treen? Yeah, it's me. Do you fancy going into town tonight?
So it's really bad, like, you know, down on that.
She'll get over it.
I wish it hadn't worked out like this. You know, you said this morning, it might have been better if I met you first.
Look, I told you, she'll be fine. This has happened before, you know. She can handle it. Anyway, let's think about us. When are we going to get to spend some time together?
We're together now, isn't that enough for you?
I mean, really together.
Very close together.
Close as you can get.
All right, Mick.
Ron.
Sorry to disturb you, mate. Didn't expect to see you in here. Have you been before?
No.
Smart, eh?
Yeah.
And I suppose it was you dragged this old fogey in here, eh, love?
Sam's here. Ron Dixon, neighbour of mine.
Hiya.
And fellow businessman. Pleased to meet you, love. Well, you can certainly pick them, Michael. You look gorgeous, love.
Thanks.
And hey, don't worry about the gossips.
Hey?
You know, but seeing a younger woman, some people can get very funny about fellas our age seeing young ones. Believe me, I know. I had all that when I was with Bev. But I'm going to tell you something now, mate. I know we split up and all that, but we had some great times, and I don't regret it for one single minute. Anyway, mustn't keep my lady friend waiting. Take a tip, Mick. No regrets. Nice to meet you, love. Have a good time.
Aye.
All the people to see is here. Who's talking about our age? He's 10 years older than me, isn't he?
Don't worry, I wouldn't compare you to him. No contest.
So you and me, do the talk all around Manor Park, you know.
Who cares?
What Ron said, though, about the older man, younger woman. Why do you fancy me?
I just do.
That's got to be something more than that. Especially as you've gone for your mum's boyfriend.
God, you're making it sound like I'm weird.
I don't mean to. Just interested, that's all.
I don't know. I suppose it's because boys my age, they're like kids. Not interesting like you. You make me feel special.
So we're definitely an item then?
Definitely.
Not a thing. Where is he? All his friends, all the likely haunts. No sign of him.
I'm sure he'll be somewhere safe.
Why do you keep saying that? You don't know. He could be anywhere. He could have harmed himself.
The only person he wants to harm is me. He's only doing this to put pressure on you to get rid of me.
It's not about that anymore. He thinks I was a coward up in the lakes.
Whatever the reason, he's very mixed up.
Is it surprising?
And when he does come back, I think you should get him some help. Get him into counselling.
Don't be so ridiculous.
Well, why not?
Because it's a ridiculous modern Californian crank idea. They just meddle and probe. It's no exact science, for God's sake. They do more harm than good. And there's no way I'll submit my son to the half-cocked attentions of some unqualified head quack.
Well, that's just prejudice nonsense. It's a complete generality. Of course counselling can help.
I killed a man. My son thinks I'm a coward, but I did the ultimate to protect us both, and I can't tell him. Now, what sort of half-baked counselling makes something like that go away?
Then I'll help you through that. But the main thing is that we have to get safely through the inquest.
Oh, I'll help you through it. That's just words. It's nonsense. Everything is nonsense without my son.
You're overreacting because you're worried.
Just more nonsense. Stupid bloody words. Nothing in my life is important except Dan. And that includes you. No, I don't care what they might dig up. But I'm calling the police to report him missing. And if I don't find Dan and mend his life for him, then we're finished. Inquest or no inquest. Do you hear me?
Yeah, well, I think things started going wrong for me and Dee Dee just after our Tony died.
I remember hearing about the accident. I would have written or sent flowers, but, you know, Dee Dee mightn't have liked it. She never did get on with me, did she?
Well, it's no wonder, is it? I mean, you two used to fight over me when we were still at St. Wilfrid School.
She might have been fighting. I only wanted you for your mint humbug.
No, you did.
She won in the end, though, didn't she? She married him.
Yeah, and a lot of good it did us. You know, if I hadn't been so jealous of you going to Joey McFadden's party without me, I'd have never finished with you. And of course, I took up with Dee Dee on the rebound and... Do you want a little one?
Please. Funny, isn't it? How one little thing like Joey Mac's party can change your whole life, your whole future.
Had enough of this place.
So what do you want to do next?
Dance.
Okay. We'll go to a club and then what?
Is that backseat in your car comfy?
Never tried it.
We could try it out. Go towards the pool prom.
I'll try anything once.
Come on.
See you, Mick. There you go.
I was just thinking, seems like a lifetime when we were at the factory, doesn't it?
Certainly does. And I can still remember your face that day I bumped into you on the factory floor. Never dreamt you'd be working in the same place as me.
A bit like me turning up the other day for the interview. Except you didn't blush. That day at the Bird's Eye, you went as red as a beetroot.
Did I?
You were dead embarrassed.
Well, I was married at the time. Certainly didn't expect to be working with my first proper girlfriend.
You never found out what happened later, though, did they?
I was terrified Dee you'd find out. I daren't go anywhere in Liverpool with you. And there we are, going to be working together again.
I seem to remember we never finished the interview for the great granny's job.
No point, you got it.
I think that's a good idea. All past and everything.
Look, I'm not giving you the job because of anything that happened in the past. I know you'll do a good job of it. And anyway, you were always the best supervisor in the factory.
Still the flatterer, eh? But still.
And if you think I'm going to start spending my Friday nights sat in a pub in St. Helens all over again, madam, you've got another thing coming. Although I wouldn't mind trying it once.
I'll go to the ladies. Then I think I'll get off home.
Well, maybe we can have another drink at the weekend. Oh, better still, we'll go out for a meal.
We can talk about it next week. I'll see how I'm fixed.
Hello? Max, where have you been? Katie's been round. She says Jackie's very depressed and she thinks we ought to let her see the baby. Well, I want you home, Max. Well, you can't be busy. What the hell with the restaurant? What are we going to do? I can't let Jackie be depressed, and I don't know if I can risk letting her see Harry. I need you here now, Max. I want you home.
The Channel 4 book Total Brookside by Jeff Tibbles is available now in bookshops. Well, next on 4, a total shopping experience with She's Gotta Have It. And this week, is it chic or scruffy?
Well, I just can't see what harm it would do.
What?
Jackie wanting to see the baby. It's only natural.
Exactly. It's natural. Harry is her baby. It's her flesh and blood. When she sees him, you don't know how she's going to feel about him.
Well...
Oh, come on. I mean, it must have crossed your mind. All those hormones racing around her body. She sees the baby, and God knows what's going to happen, what it'll trigger off.
But if Katie's to be believed, Jackie's in a dreadful state.
All the more reason for steering clear, then.
After all Jackie's done for us.
I know, Susanna. I know. I feel for her. I really do. But Jackie seeing the baby, it's risky. It's far too risky.
Here you go.
Cheers.
Where are you off to now?
Sinbad sends leading pumps on the blink and we promised we'd fix it while he's away in Bristol.
Oh, yeah, he's back on Monday, isn't he?
What?
Sinbad, he's back on Monday.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hey, Rach, can you do us a butty to take away, please?
Yeah, sure.
Alan's left me on my own again. I'll have tuna on home meal, loads of mayo, and I'll pop back about 20 minutes for it.
OK.
Hiya.
You all right?
Yeah, fine. I can't stop though. I've got to get back in case the phone goes.
Every time I see you, you're rushing off somewhere.
Sorry, but I'm on my own in the office. Look, what are you doing later?
Nothing.
Well, do you want to go out or something?
Yeah, sound okay.
Right, OK then. Give us a knock and I'll tell you all about my holiday.
I'm not sure I really want to hear.
Hey, there's nothing to hear.
Oh, wait, pull the other one.
I'm serious. I mean, why would I need to cop off when I've got you to come back to?
Well, I'll see you later.
See you later.
OK, thanks.
Any news? I came back from court as soon as I could.
They're going to check the hospitals.
What?
In case he's been involved in an accident.
God. Oh, it's just standard procedure.
Well, that makes me feel a lot better.
This is ridiculous. They should be out there looking for him. They'll probably find him in no time.
Oh, I doubt they'd say they haven't got the manpower or overstretched resources.
And what do you say?
Sorry?
Well, you seem to have all the answers. So what do you say about the fact that my son's been missing for the best part of 2 days?
What?
No. You don't understand, do you? That's why you're still here, and he's God knows where.
So are you off out tonight, then, what?
Yeah, I'm going for a drink.
Who with? Katrina?
Yeah. Mum's going out with the lads. Robbie and a few others.
That's all right for some. In the meantime, there's some work need doing over at Sinbad's. You make a start, I'll make us a brew.
Sound.
You tried all his friends?
Yeah. Everyone I can think of.
Well, he's probably just chilling out somewhere, getting his head together. Do you want a coffee?
It's just so unlike him.
Ollie, he is nearly 17, you know. He can look after himself.
All right, you. What's your game?
Hey, Rach. Got me Sony? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Right, see you later, eh?
Was that Jason I saw you talking to earlier?
Yeah, going out tonight.
Oh, just the two of you?
No, he's dragging his nan along as well.
Is he?
Don't be soft, of course, just me and him.
All right, see?
You see what?
Nothing.
Rachel, what's up? Come on, what is it? I've got work to do.
Well, it's just that... I saw Jason out the other night with that Katrina.
Is that it?
Well, it looked like they were still, you know, on together.
So what?
Oh, don't you mind?
What can I do about it?
You fancy him, don't you?
Yeah, and he fancies me.
But what about Katrina?
Well, that's up to Jason to sort out, isn't it? It's not my problem. See ya.
See ya.
So how long have you been staying here?
Just since last night. Sinbad said I could stay.
The wind slammed the door, did it?
I was house sitting for him, just looking after the place.
So your old man knows you're here then? Come on. Let's get your own way.
No, I'm not going back there. You what? You can't make me go back there. I hate it there.
Come on, Danny, don't be soft, eh?
You don't know what it's like living there with Dad and her. I hate them.
Don't be saying things like that about your dad.
It's true.
Look, mate, I know what it's like falling out with your dad and that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been there. The trouble I've had with me dad over Katrina. But at the end of the day, he's still your dad. It's best if you make it up, eh? Go on, Sonny. Go on, mate.
Will you come with me?
What?
Please.
Yeah. Of course I will. And, see if we can get that window patched up, eh?
Hey, you.
You're hot and sweaty.
Hey, not here, eh?
Why not?
Let's just keep it low-key for the time being, eh?
You're not still worrying about my mum, are you? You and her are finished now.
Yeah, but only since yesterday.
We've got nothing to worry about then, have we?
Look, it's not going to look too clever if the day after I finish with her, I pick up with you.
Will you stop going on about my mum? It's just you and me from now on.
What about our Leo?
Oh, he's at the chippy, isn't he?
I didn't mean that. You know he's got a crush on you.
He'll get over it.
He'd get over it a lot quicker if you let him know you're not interested.
What?
Well, he's always going on about you. Still thinks he's in with a chance.
Yeah, well, maybe he is.
You what?
He's quite fanciable, isn't he? His dad seems a bit slow on the uptake.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, I see. So it's okay for you to go out with the mother and daughter, and not for me to go with the father and son?
Are you serious?
Of course I'm not serious. Just teasing. I meant what I said about being slow on the uptake, though. Let's go inside, eh?
No, Andrea. I've had enough close shaves over the last few weeks.
Mick, I hope the passion isn't coming out of this relationship.
No. It's just not the right time or place.
Time or place, eh? Well, pick me up after work. I'm on early today.
Well, you gotta go.
See you later, lover boy.
Well, you fancy a cup of tea?
Tea? I know what I fancy. But later.
Susanna, see my cufflinks. Is he asleep?
He was.
Oh, sorry. Look, he can hardly keep his eyes open. Look at him, he's deadbeat.
That makes two of us.
Well, you're just out of practice, that's all.
Maybe.
And you're 5 months pregnant.
Yes, I suppose so.
It'll get easier.
Will it?
Susanna.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so tired.
I know.
I've got so much on my mind, especially thinking about Jackie.
Well, I thought we'd decided.
You'd decided.
3 weeks from now. And the adoption will be official. If we can just fend her off until then, we'll be home and dry.
And what about Jackie?
Well, what about her?
Oh, Max.
Sorry for being so callous, darling, but me, you and Harry, we come first.
Yes, I know, but Jackie's not just going to disappear. The problem just won't go away. And if we don't let her see the baby, well, things might build, and who knows where it might lead.
If we do let her see Harry, she might decide to keep the baby after all.
What are we going to do?
Nothing. We just sit tight and keep the baby away from Jackie.
I don't know, Max.
You're not thinking straight. You're tired.
If you were here to help me...
I'm needed at the restaurant. If we weren't so busy there, I could be here helping. But someone has to run the place.
And one of us has to look after Harry.
Come on. We just wait and let things blow over, and then everything will be all right. I promise. Are you okay? Where have you been?
I found him in Sinbad's house.
What? What were you doing in there?
Just as long as he's okay, eh?
So, how did he get into Sinbad's?
Well, it looks like he broke a window down the back.
He broke in?
Yeah, but don't worry, I can sort the window.
Thanks. And just let me know how much it costs.
Sure.
And thanks for bringing him home.
That's no sweat. But, he looks a bit upset, though. I'll see you later.
Thanks. Damn.
He's okay.
Are you sure? Well, you go and get changed out of those clothes and I'll run your bath.
Is that it? Are you just going to let him get away with it?
Sorry?
This is outrageous. Your father, Louise, and I have been out of our minds with worry.
Not now, Eleanor.
I'm sorry, but this needs to be said. Have you any idea of the trouble and the upset that you've caused?
The trouble I've caused? This is all your fault.
Don't be ridiculous.
I wouldn't have run away if it wasn't for you, because I hate you, because you're a tramp. You
stupid Ollie!
Hey, son, you look smart.
You reckon?
Yeah. So you're still going for the old muzzy, eh?
Does it look all right?
Yeah, so? Suits you.
Just thought I'd give it a go.
To, anyone I know?
You what?
Hey, come on. Don't try and tell me you've gone to all that effort just to go and kick a ball around.
I'm just going bowling with someone.
Yeah. Has there someone got a name?
Samantha. Met her in town on her birthday.
Oh, you never told me anything about that, Sly Boots.
She just give me a phone number, like.
So, you decided to forget about Andrea then?
Yeah.
Stick to someone your own age, eh?
Suppose so.
Best thing, son. You and Andrea wouldn't have worked, you know.
So, you seen Pauline tonight, then?
No, I'm just going for a pint with an old mate.
How come you're not seeing Pauline?
You'll find out about it sooner or later, son. Me and Pauline, we finished.
Oh, how come? She was all right, eh?
Yeah, no, it's just one of them things, you know. It's a bit hard to explain. You'll understand when you're older.
So you seen anyone else?
What? It was only yesterday, you know. What'd you take me for? Yes, and, yeah, there's a few up.
What's that for?
Hey, big night out.
Nice one, Dad. Do it in style, eh? Sure, I've got a bit of class.
Hey, a guy like you doesn't need money to impress. As soon as she sets her eyes on you, knockout.
How are you feeling?
Numb.
Yeah.
Seems it doesn't take 18 years in prison to bring out someone's violent streak.
What are you doing here?
Does it look like I'm having something to eat?
So this is where you spend your student grants, is it?
It's just a one-off. Couldn't bear the thought of cooking at home. Oh, the state of our kitchen.
Why didn't you tidy it up then?
Why should I tidy up?
You know.
Because I'm a girl.
No, it's just that me and my dad have got work to do, haven't we?
What do you think I do in college?
Get drunk.
Very funny. Got work to do as well, you know. If you and my dad think I'm tidying up after you.
All right, you're as bad as me mother.
Anyway, what are you doing in here?
Yeah, I'm just having a drink.
Seeing Katrina.
No, I just thought I might bump into some of the lads.
You're going out for a drink with the lads dressed like that? As if.
You what?
Jason, this is me you're talking to, not me mum or dad. You've got a date with someone, haven't you?
No.
Jason, I can see right through you.
Yeah, all right, I'm seeing Katie.
You're doing the dirty on Katrina again.
Look, Nicky.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sitting down.
Not here, you're not.
You what?
Don't expect me to be all ally-pally, not while you're doing the dirty on Katrina. Do one, you rat.
Hi. Where is she?
In there.
Right.
How's Dan?
He's crashed out upstairs.
Ollie, what's going on?
Sorry?
Between you and Eleanor, what's really going on?
It's not for me to say.
Well, I don't understand.
I'm not sure I do either.
God, what's with all the mystery and intrigue? Whatever it is, you can't carry on at each other's throats all the time.
Literally as well as metaphorically, eh?
Talk to her.
Give me a few minutes.
She still loves you, you know.
Hello.
Hello, you're back earlier than expected.
Yeah, I thought I'd surprise you. I'll see to Harry. You have the evening off.
Well, what about the restaurant?
Oh, don't worry about that. I've got it covered. Would you like a glass of wine?
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Oh, Max, we had a letter this afternoon from our globe-trotting cleaning lady.
And I thought she'd forgotten all about us. Is she having a good time in Australia?
Well, apparently, yes. So much so that she's decided to stay there.
Oh, I see. How long for? A few more weeks?
Not exactly, no. Tracy wants her to stay for the wedding, and Julia thought it would be a good idea if they had a joint one.
What?
She's fallen in love with a retired flying doctor. He's got beautiful hands and very clean nails, which is a very good thing, she says. And she's even sent some pictures.
Oh. What's wrong?
I don't know what we'll do without her. Everything's changed so much in the past year or so. Julia was the one sort of, well, constant. Someone who never changed, someone who was always there. Now we'll never see her again, I suppose.
Oh, I'm sure we will one day.
She'd love to have seen Harry and the new baby. She was so excited about them before she went away.
Well, I think it's nice that an old friend like Julia is
making a new start at the same time we're starting afresh.
Won't be the same, though, will it?
I know, Mrs. Farnham. Things will never be the same without Julia.
She does seem happy, though, doesn't she?
She looks very happy. In a beautiful place like that, with the love of her life.
I really hope so.
Yeah, I'll go get a drink.
Don't worry.
Look, give us a chance to explain, Nick.
Explain why you're a two-timing rat.
Look, it isn't like that.
Yes, it is. Jason, you and Katrina nearly had a baby together.
I know that. That's the problem.
What is?
Her getting pregnant and that. Well, it just changed things.
What do you mean? She had an abortion, like?
It's got nothing to do with her having the abortion. I mean, that was as much my idea as it was his. It's... When she got pregnant, the thoughts of settling down with her and the kid. It just got me thinking, that's all. And was it what I want with me life?
And the answer was no.
Well, the answer was, I don't know. I was settling down with a kid. You've got to be sure, though, haven't you?
Yeah, OK. So why don't you just finish with it, then?
No. But it's the same thing, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, the pregnancy and that. I mean, we've got so much history together. If I finish it, well, it just might wreck it, mightn't it?
Behave. Not that great at catching up.
What I mean is, I ever finish it, and she'll just think that's why, because I lost me bottle.
Well, it sounds like you did.
No, I didn't. And it takes bottle to do what I did. Look, it just got me thinking, that's all.
Oh, well, OK, Plato. Why are you thinking? Think how she'd really feel if she found out that you were seeing someone else.
It's just a matter of choosing me moment, that's all.
Hiya.
All right.
Hiya.
Now Nicky was just leaving, aren't you, Nick?
You what? I haven't finished my drink yet. That's great, this, isn't it? Do you fancy another one?
What?
Don't worry, I'm only joking. I can tell when I'm not wanted. Right. See ya. Enjoy yourselves.
Just a second, Nicky. I was wondering. You know if Katrina phones?
Yeah.
Just tell them up with the lads, eh?
I'm not lying for you.
Oh, come on, Nicky, please. I promise I'll sort it out with Katrina. Oh, come on.
Yeah, all right. Just this once. But I still think you're a two-timing rat.
Hi.
Where's Danny?
He's, upstairs asleep. He's worn out.
I owe him an apology.
I'm the one who should be handing out apologies. I lost my temper.
So did I.
There's a difference between chastising a petulant child and raising your hand to a woman. I'm sorry.
It's forgotten.
By you, maybe.
What?
I went to hit you.
What emotions were running high at the time?
That's no excuse. I mean, that sort of behavior, it's against everything I stand for. I never thought in my wildest dreams it would come to. I'm really sorry.
Do you want me to move out?
He came to drive a wedge between us, and by God, he's done that. Some Marcus wins, eh?
Maybe he hasn't yet. I'd like to stay if you still want me to.
I don't know what I want anymore. I mean, what's the way out of this mess?
The inquest next week. We go there, we get a verdict of accidental death, and it's over. Then we can get on with the rest of our lives.
I just don't know if I can. Just stand there and lie.
You've got to do it. You've got to. It's the only way we're going to bury the memory of Marcus and stop him driving us apart.
So Rachel was the only one who backed off on holiday.
Yeah, don't sound so surprised.
3 good-looking girls on holiday on their own.
Well, like I said, I was saving myself for someone.
Lucky him.
Lucky you. Hold your horses, you. So have you been up to while I've been away?
Not much.
Sat in every night with your cocoa, were you?
Yeah, I'm a good boy, mate.
Not according to Rachel.
You what?
Well, she reckons she saw you out with a certain someone the other night.
Who?
Katrina.
Ah, that was nothing. No, we were just out as friends.
Rachel reckoned you were all over each other.
Yeah, well, when I said out as friends, well, we're still sort of, you know. But I'm just waiting for the right moment, honest. I mean, nothing happened the other night. It was just a good night kiss. And... What?
Isn't you taking it over yourself?
So, you're not mad at me then?
No.
But what about Katrina?
Well, if you reckon you're going to finish with her. And anyway, you sat here with me while she's probably sat at home. That'll do for me.
Hi, babe.
Hi, sexy. Where to?
You're the boss.
Friday Comedy kicks off next on 4 with Chandler paying money to watch his girlfriend kiss another man. Good, clean family fun coming up in Friends.
All right, Lee. You want to see the cars outside our Gemma's school? Some boss cars outside the school, you know.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I tell you what, son, I think my back's done it.
It's probably all the humping you've been doing.
How do you mean?
You know, in work, humping all those sacks of potatoes around.
Yeah. Either that or I've slept funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you shaved the old muzzy off. Too much effort for you, was it?
No. I decided I prefer the youthful look.
By the way, you haven't told me, how did the big date go?
I never said it was a big date.
So, go on. How did it go?
Fine.
Well, if anything like your half, you got no problems in that department, you know what I mean? So when do I get to meet her?
Oh, I finished with her. Think I might give Andrea another chance.
Andrea?
Yeah? What do you think, Dad? Should I ask her out? Oh, I forgot. I've already asked you, haven't I? You think I should stick to someone my own age?
It's down to whatever you think you can handle, you know.
Think I'll leave it. I mean, the 5 years difference in our ages is massive, isn't it? Wouldn't want anyone getting accused of baby snatching.
Dan? Daniel? Would you like me to make you some breakfast?
Have you thought what suit you want to wear to the lakes?
Oh, I don't know any. He's not answering.
That's the 5th time you've called him. He's obviously not hungry. What about the grey one?
Look, I really don't care. I just wish we didn't have to go back up there for that inquest. It turns my stomach every time I think about it.
Well, unfortunately, we've got no choice.
Well, that's as may be. But I'm not sure I can leave Dan while he's in this state. I better go after him.
Ollie, don't you think you're overreacting? He probably just wants some time alone.
Overreacting. He's run away once already.
Oh, come off it. It's hardly the first time. And he'll probably do it again when things don't go his way.
Yes, well, maybe he had good reason the last time.
What is the matter with you? I mean, this is a really hard time for all of us. We should be pulling together instead of you scoring points against me at every opportunity.
Scoring? Me? Oh, I rather thought that was your department.
1 minute you're fine and the next you're not. You've got to stop stressing yourself, and everyone else for that matter. The inquest is tomorrow, and if you're not careful, you're going to lose it altogether.
And how does that rank against losing my son?
You would have been out early. I was waiting to catch up. I wanted to tell you about last night. I had a great time.
And now I heard you. What? Well, I heard you laughing in the kitchen. Jason's not exactly quiet, is he?
So what's up with you?
Nothing. Look, I'm really made up. You've hit it off with Jason. I'm just not in the mood for gossiping.
Have you been crying? Your eyes are all puffed up.
No, I just didn't get much sleep last night, that's all.
Is the baby getting to you again?
Katie, will you stop going on like some kind of agony aunt? If I wanted your help, I'd ask for it.
Right then. Leave you to it.
You're mad, you. Getting caught squatting in Simbad's. You live next door. Why don't you just go home? Just had to get away from our house. Can't stand it there. I'm really sick of my dad. In fact, I'm fed up with just about everything. I know the feeling. As soon as I make enough money, I'll get my own flat. Yeah, well, if you're looking for a lodge, it can't be in. Might just do that. So, what's your problem? Don't get on with it. No, I despise my dad's girlfriend, Eleanor. Me and my dad were getting on great before he got involved with her. Might have known it and have something to do with women. Sure dad acting like he's 21 again too? No, not really. I think he's just trying to replace my mum. Oh, is that what he told you? What it really means is he wants to get his leg over. No, I think he really just loves her. It's just that Ellen's just too tight and cowed. Why is she messing around on him? She was. You should bin her then. That's what I said. Cheeky cow tried to take a swing at me. What did he do? Hold the coat? Nah, he went mad. Nearly landed one on her. So what are you complaining about then? What do you mean? It doesn't sound like he's done anything, except for falling in love with the wrong woman. So what's your problem? All right, boys.
Katie, help. I need it. Come here, come here.
Is it hot in here or what?
Ah, now that's what I like to see. Johnston and Son working together. Keep it in the family, eh, Mick? Just think, Leo, one day you'll be running all this.
Joking, aren't you? Leo thinks it's too good to work in a chippy.
Oh, I see. See it under duress.
Yeah, something like that, you know.
Just a dice orange, please, Mick. Can't stand the tea they're making that sour. Don't tell Pauline, though.
It's all right. You hardly ever speak so now. Do you, Dad?
No. I treat myself to a new hair, do I?
Yeah, me and Greg going to Wales the weekend, so I've got to look my best.
Oh, nice one. Leave the door on, will you, for us, Margie? It's boiling in there.
God, no wonder. How can you cook on that top? See ya.
See ya.
Get a job in the amount of times I've used that coffee machine.
Yeah, thanks. Friends again?
Don't be stupid. We're already friends.
That's exactly how I do feel. Stupid.
Why?
Katie, if I'd have known that after the baby I was going to feel like this.
That's probably why they asked you. Because you didn't know.
No, I'm not blaming the Farnhams, it's me. I don't want the baby or anything. I just feel, I don't know, sort of bereaved. But it's like you said when we came back from holiday. 9 months of carrying it round and then nothing. It's just so horrible.
You should be saying all this to the Farnhams.
I can't be burdening them with my problems.
It's not just your problem. You all went into this together. They can't just leave you with a bag of money and go away and play happy families.
I know it sounds mad now, but that was the deal.
Deal or no deal? It's obviously not working, is it?
I just don't know why I'm feeling like this. It doesn't make any sense. What's the matter with me?
You said you felt bereaved. That's how you feel when you've lost someone or something. Maybe you need to see the baby. You didn't get a chance to say goodbye.
Didn't even get to say hello.
Why don't you go round and see the Farnhams and tell them you want to see them? You can't exactly refuse.
I couldn't, Casey. There's no way I would just turn up and plonk myself on the doorstep. That's the last thing Susanna needs.
Well, but if they asked you to go round, would you go round then?
I don't know. Oh, maybe I'm just not sure. And anyway, it's not even worth thinking about. I can't see Susanna doing that. She probably wants me as far away from that baby as possible.
Hi. What's that you're reading?
Oh, I'm just reading up on procedure at an inquest.
Why, is there a problem?
No, I just need to go through it with Ollie, make sure he knows what to do.
Well, what about me? Is there anything I need to know?
No, I'm sure it'll all be very straightforward. It's just Ollie's a bit nervous about it.
Has he said anything about yesterday?
No, he's upstairs brooding over Danny.
Why? What's happened now?
Well, Danny went out this morning without so much as a word to either of us. And, well, ever since, Ollie's been like a bear with a sore head.
Tell me something new.
I mean, what with Danny playing up and the inquest tomorrow, he's got himself really wound up. I'm dreading the thought of him standing up and giving evidence.
I thought you said it was all going to be straightforward.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
Can I borrow your car, please?
Yes? Are you okay? What's wrong?
I'm going to look for my son, try and convince him to come home.
But you don't even know where he's gone. I mean, you could be driving around all day like we were the other day.
Yes, well, I'll drive round all week if I have to. All I'm concerned about is finding my son. Oh.
Hi.
Are you okay?
Yeah, but I think we need to talk.
Well, we'll leave you two to it then.
So you sure you're going to be all right?
Yeah, I feel a bit better since we talked. I'll be fine now, honest.
OK, then. I'll get back to work. You know where I am if you need me.
Jackie Dixon. Susanna. Hiya. How are you? Well, I don't expect you to be ringing me every 5 minutes. You've got a baby to look after now, remember?
Tell her you want to see him.
Yeah, well, you just take it easy. Well, I'm a little bit busy at the moment. Casey says, what? No, you're all right, Susanna. Casey's obviously got it wrong. Don't need to see you at all. Bye.
Here you go, mate.
All right,
Here's your
thanks,
change.
Rob.
See you now. Leo, are you with us today? Look at the mess.
Of course I am. Hiya.
Yeah, I'll have to ask you to leave that outside.
No problem.
Dad, I need to go to the shop. Said I'm just going to the shop.
Yeah, okay, son. What about this mess on the floor? You shouldn't be coming round here like this, you know.
Why?
Because it's wrong.
Said who?
Says me. Or we wouldn't be sneaking around like thieves in the night. I'm not sure it's gonna work, babe.
Are you trying to tell me you want to finish with me?
Don't look at me like that.
Like what?
You make me feel like a schoolboy with his first crush.
You make me feel like a woman. So what's wrong with that?
Oh, I don't believe you. How could you go and talk to Susanna behind my back? He's supposed to be my friend.
Exactly. I'm not just going to sit around and watch you tear yourself apart because of the Farnhams and the stupid business deals.
Yeah, but you've made me look like some stupid big kid. Sends me mate round to do all me talking for me. Casey, if I've got anything to say to them, I'll say it myself.
It wasn't like that.
Well, what did you say to her?
Well, nothing that I haven't already said to you. Just that you all need to sit down and talk everything through. And what did she say? She agreed with me. She's not stupid, Jackie. Even Susanna realises it's not working out. She wouldn't have rung you otherwise.
Katie, the only reason she rung me is because you forced her to.
Oh, why, yeah. She's really scared of me, isn't she? She'll do whatever I say.
You know what I mean?
Look, whatever the reason, she's rung to say she'll meet you. The ball's in your court now.
Yeah, but I've just told her that I don't want to meet her.
Man, what like? You can change your mind. Let's face it, you've done enough of that recently.
Cheers, Tom. See you now.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, stop. That someone might see you.
So?
Well, Leo might walk in.
It's gone shopping, eh?
Hey, you stop that. I'm hot enough as it is.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised working with that big sports top on.
I had no choice after what you did to me neck. I had to keep it covered up.
Let me see.
Hey, I'm not stripping off in it.
Come and show me then.
I don't trust you.
Come.
You start messing around, you know. Oh, you think it's funny? Oh, and how about this? This is funny. Eh?
Leo, what do you think you're doing? You're going to break it. What are you doing that for? It's Andrea's bike.
Why don't you go and dare us then?
Hey, it's not funny, though. What do you want to bite me neck for?
Look, you can cover that up with a bit of foundation.
I'm wearing women's makeup, you probably think I'm some kind of puff.
Yeah, well, I can certainly vouch you're anything but. Oh, can you now? Mum. How could you? And you pig,
Pauline, I never meant for this to happen.
don't you dare. Whatever happened to, it's not you, it's me, Pauline. And what about, I'd like to spend some more time with the kids? Well, at least I thought you meant your own.
Pauline, I can explain.
In case you hadn't noticed, that's my child, not yours.
Oh, Pauline, can't we talk about this?
Talk about it? I never want to talk to you as long as I live.
Pauline! Are you crazy? You could have blinded me.
Blinded you? You're lucky I didn't kill you.
Look, just calm down. At least give me a chance to...
Calm down? How would you like it if you found out I was carrying on with Leo?
It's hardly the same thing.
Oh, well, no, it wouldn't be, would it, Mick? You make me sick.
You're not looking at it from my point of view, Pauline.
Oh, on what point of view
What's
would that
going
be,
on?
Mick?
My dad's just getting a bit of what he
you
deserves.
didn't tell me.
Look at the state of him.
Come back inside. Let's talk about it, eh?
Why? Don't you want the locals to know what Mick Johnson's really like? Look, you better get out of my sight before I do something I really regret.
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before.
Oh, what are you trying to tell me, Mick? That you fell in love? She's 22 years of age, for God's sake. You're old enough to be her father.
Yeah, no.
Did you honestly think that this was going to last? Because if you did, you're a bigger fool than me. Mum, I'm sorry. And you just get yourself home right now.
You all right, Pauline?
Yeah, I'm all right, love. Listen, can you ask Alison to finish your hair? I've got to get out of here.
I'm sorry, sir.
You can save that for our Jemmy. Just don't want to know.
Leo!
Leo! How was you, mate? Give me some time to get over it.
I want to apologize to you, but I don't even know where to start.
What do you mean?
Well, I've hardly given you an ideal start to life. What you've had to endure would have sent most adults over the edge. What with Nat and Georgia and your mum's...
Dad, you can't blame yourself for any of those things.
No, it seems my contribution to your formative years surpassed everyone else's. I dragged a maniac into our lives.
Well, that's not your fault either.
Look, Dan, I need to explain to you what happened in the cottage. You acted so bravely and I feel as if I let you down.
It's okay. I'm just glad he didn't kill you. The guy was a madman. It doesn't matter that you couldn't do anything.
But I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you've got nothing to be sorry about, honest. I just wish I'd been more supportive.
Whatever happened to my little boy? You've had to grow up so fast.
Well, childhood didn't agree with me anyway.
I really am proud of you.
I've not given you much to be proud of lately, but I promise I'll be back to school next week. And I'll try and get along better with Eleanor.
Well, I think we all need to try harder to get along.
I'm sorry I ran away, Dad. Things just got on top of me. I didn't know how to handle it.
Well, it's understandable after all you've been through. We all of us get scared sometimes. Believe me, there are times when I've wanted to run away as well.
So what time do you have to go to the inquest?
I'm not sure. I know it's early. I'm dreading it.
Why? What's going on?
It's the inquest tomorrow for Marcus.
I know he's your dad, like, but I bet you're sorry you'd ever mess him. He sounds like a right nutter. That's not very nice. Oh, I didn't mean any harm.
I'm not sorry, actually. I'm really glad I met him.
All right.
I mean, I know it might sound funny, and even though Tom and Joan were really nice, I've always had this desperate ache to find out what my real parents were like.
Oh, yeah? I suppose you would be curious.
And good or bad, I'm just glad I had the chance to meet Marcus before he died, however hard it was. I think sometimes you've just got to go back to move forward. I mean, go back over your life so you can, well, I don't know, move on, I suppose. Get on with your own life.
I thought I was supposed to be starting tomorrow. Hope I get danger money for working in there.
Hey, Tim, not now, eh?
I want my contract. Double pay in case anyone comes round and tries to batter me.
If you can't say anything useful, then don't say anything at all.
Yeah, but I was only saying...
Just don't.
Listen, why don't you get off me and make it clear all this?
But I thought you wanted me to help. Will you make your mind up?
Just get off, eh?
Suit yourself.
Sinbad, it's not going to work having him here.
Oh, now, come on, Mick. He hasn't done anything. And we won't get into any trouble. I promise you, I'll keep an eye on him.
I only took him on as a favour to you, and he's get my back up already.
Oh, come on. Your back was already up. And be fair, that had nothing to do with him.
Yeah, no, silly. Just angry at myself, really. How did I get myself into such a mess, Sim? What was I playing at?
Well, you can't say you weren't warned.
Cheers, mate. Just what I needed to hear. I tell you what, never again.
It's not worth it, mate. And not when it affects your relationship with your children.
No, you're not kidding. No woman's worth that, no matter how good they look. What I'm going to say to Ali? We had a big crush on Andrea.
Well, don't say anything yet. I'd give him a wide berth if I were you, just until he calms down. He'll get over it. He just needs a bit of time, that's all.
Oh, hello, Susanna. It's Jackie.
Hi.
Hi. Was Danny okay?
Oh, yes, thanks. A night with his mum will do him good.
Ollie, we need a minute.
Well, I was going to go and soak in the bath. I need to relax.
I'm sorry, but we need to talk about the inquest.
Well, I'd really rather not, if you don't mind. In fact, I don't even want to think about it.
Actually, I do mind. The inquest is tomorrow, and you not thinking about it isn't going to make it go away.
I have to deal with this in my own way.
No, Ollie, you have to deal with it my way. We need to go over this statement, line by line, word for word. And that way you won't have anything to feel nervous or worried about.
That advice might work for your clients, but it does nothing for me, apart from make me feel sick to my stomach.
We're only going over the legal procedure. They already know it was an accident.
And we know it wasn't. And the one person I wish I could tell the truth to in all this, the one person who actually means anything to me, is my son. But I can't tell him the truth either, can I? I can't tell him what I did to protect him, because then he really will despise me.
This is your statement. Stick to it, read it, memorize it if you have to. But everything depends on you getting it right. Your relationship with Danny, everything.
I don't even want to discuss it.
If you mess things up, you could risk losing him for a lot longer than one night.
I'm going to see the baby. So what did Susanna say? She was okay, but her voice went a bit shaky when I said I wanted to go around. Still your baby? It's all very well them making deals, but it's not a car or something. You've given them your baby, your own flesh and blood. And if you wanted them back, well, tough. I never said I wanted them back. It's just that I can't stop thinking about it. It is my baby, and I don't even know what he looks like, and I just want to know. All the more reason why you should go and see him. You won't get any peace until you do. What made you decide to ring her? I'm not sure. But I think it was something Louise said about having to go back to move forward and get on with your life. She probably got that out of Marcus's book. I'm a bit scared, though. You hear all about mothers bonding as soon as they see their babies. What if that happens to me? Be a right basket case then.
We'll just have to cross that bridge when we come to it.
Did you get that out of a book then?
No, on my mag's problem page.
That's me, isn't it? A right agony aunt case. I can't believe I ever got myself into this mess. It's just crazy.
Yeah, well, at least you're doing the right thing now. Because if you don't get your head sorted out, you're going to end up crazy.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. If you see the baby and feel nothing, fine. But if you see the baby and go all Mother Earth and bond, then fine too. We just get him back.
From now on, Tuesday's visit to the Close will be half an hour earlier at 8 o'clock. And the Channel 4 book Total Brookside by Jeff Tibbles is available now from most bookshops.
Hi. Hiya. Look, I'm sorry I'm a bit late.
I thought you changed your mind.
Jackie!
Dad, what are you doing here?
Well, thank you. That's a fine way to greet your father, isn't it? Just dropping off some more leaflets from me great-grannies. It's all happening in the big world of business, you know. Anthea starts work today. She's going to be my office manager.
Oh, great.
Morning, Suze. How's his lordship today?
Fine, thanks.
Hey, won't you see him, Jackie? He is gorgeous. Mind you, makes you wonder about the one who gave him away. I mean, what sort of person can just hand over their own kid like that?
Dad, people do have their reasons.
Harry's mother knew she wasn't in a position to look after him properly, and so she was brave enough to give him to somebody who could. Max and I are extremely grateful to her. Harry's already brought so much joy into our lives.
Yeah, well, I suppose some good came out of it, eh? And he is a little belted, isn't he?
Anyway, Dad, me and Suzanne have got business to discuss.
Say no more. I can take a hint. Ta-da. Oh, hey, Suze. If you fancy a little break from his lordship, give us a shout. I'll get one of my great-grannies on the case. But you never know, I might even keep an eye on him myself. He really took a shine to his granddad Dixon, you know.
I think I have time to go to the loo before we go in.
You still nervous?
Just want to get it over with.
The loo's first on the right, I think. How are you doing? Ollie, listen to me. You have absolutely nothing to worry about. We're not on trial here. This whole procedure is just a formality, nothing more.
Do you actually have an emotional bone in your body?
This is neither the time nor the place for emotion. We have to be strong.
I'm not a robot. I can't just turn my emotions on and off. We have killed someone. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Now stop this right now and keep your voice down. Do you want to go to prison?
We killed someone. That's all we deserve.
Time to go in.
You have got to get a grip. In a few hours, this whole business will be over and done with. All we have to do is go into that court and tell them exactly what happened, as we agreed.
Leo, where are you?
I'm not wearing a penny as well, not for anyone.
Listen, it's all part of our new corporate image. We're all wearing them.
You never told me I had to dress like a ponce.
Listen, it's your first day at work. You've only been here 5 minutes and you're kicking off already. No joy?
No, the phone's just ringing out. Should have been here an hour ago. This apron of you.
This is even worse than the crap I used to wear at the garage. Gonna look like a total loser.
And if you don't shut, I'll make you wear one of those hygiene hats and all.
Oh, yeah, one of them little hairnets that'll teach you, mate.
A crash helmet will come handy round here.
You what?
Well, you know, yesterday when he got, you know, what's it?
Leave it.
Where have you been?
Out.
You coming to work?
What? Yeah.
Right, Tim, got a little job for you in the back.
That's all right, I'm all right here.
Come on now, I need you in the back.
I'm not working in this place. Don't want to be nowhere near you after what you've done.
So what are you doing here?
I want you to tell me what you're up to with Andrea, if you can.
What can I say, Leo? I behaved really badly.
You make me feel sick. All that stuff you were always drawn on to me and our Gemma about. All that stuff about always telling the truth and having respect for yourself. All your big time models went down the pan when you had the hots for Andrea.
When you're older, you'll understand what it's like to be in a mature relationship. Then you'll see that when you're really attracted to someone, your feelings just, well, take over.
You're not saying my feelings don't matter just because I'm young, are you?
Of course not.
I really liked Andrea, and I thought she liked me.
She does like you.
Oh, yeah? She thinks I'm some sad little lovesick kid. Bet the pair of you had a great time laughing at me behind my back.
It wasn't like that, son. I feel terrible about what's happened. We both do.
Not terrible enough to finish it, though, eh?
Look, I'll talk to her soon, sort something out. I promise.
Promise? Don't you ever promise me anything again.
This coffee smells nice. Wish I could have some. Just what I need to keep me awake.
Oh, has he been keeping you up all night?
He falls fast asleep in my arms. But the minute his bottom hits the mattress, that's it, wide awake again.
Is he asleep now?
No, Max has taken him out.
Oh. Oh, well.
But he'll be back later on. Well, we thought we'd leave it up to you to decide whether you wanted to stay and see the baby or not.
Oh, right. Bet you've taken hundreds of photos of him.
Can't resist. Well, these were taken the day he was born. Do you want to see them?
Yeah, thanks. Oh, he's really gorgeous, isn't he?
Here's the image of Max.
Can I keep one?
Well, I don't see why not.
Thanks. So, is he a good baby then?
He's lovely. But Max and I had forgotten what it's like to have a newborn in the house. I've hardly got a minute to myself. He's only been here a few weeks. He's already taken over my life.
Feels like he's taken over mine and all. And I haven't even got him.
Katie told me you've been feeling quite down.
Did she? It's starting to scare me, Susanna. I mean, 1 minute I'm feeling okay, and then the next minute I'm crying my eyes out. It's just so uncontrollable. I'm all over the place.
Jackie, just give it a bit more time. Let your body recover properly. You've been through a lot. These feelings will pass, I promise you. Just give it a bit more time.
But they're not passing, are they? If anything, they're getting worse. I think I need to see him.
Are you sure?
Susanna, I've never felt like this before. I've never felt so overwhelmed. It's like I'm being controlled by something bigger, much more powerful than me. I mean, I can try and reason it all out. I can talk about it till I'm blue in the face, but none of it makes any difference. I need to hold my baby. I need to know what I feel for him. That's the only thing that'll help me make sense of all this.
In the events leading up to Marcus Seddon's death, how would you describe his state of mind? Well, he was upset.
Upset?
Very upset. Distressed.
He was acting in an aggressive and violent manner. Would you agree with that statement?
He was very wound up.
But he did use violence against you. He pushed you to the ground and attempted to hit you with a rock.
Marcus was disturbed. It was as if he was having some kind of mental breakdown or something. It wasn't his fault.
I'm not trying to apportion blame. We're just trying to find out exactly what happened. In your statement you said, "I really thought he was going to kill us all."
Yeah, but you don't understand. He'd been locked away in prison for 18 years. We can't even imagine how much he suffered. He didn't need punishment. He needed acknowledgement and love and support.
Is it them? Yes.
Hi, Jackie. How are you? You feeling better?
Can I hold them? I just want to hold them.
It happened so quickly. One minute they were fighting, and the next minute Marcus slipped and fell over the edge. There was nothing anybody could have done. It was all over in a heartbeat.
Thank you, Miss Kitson. There's just a slight discrepancy I'd like to clear up. Something that came to light in the post-mortem. The deceased had deeply ground dirt under his fingernails, with some of the nails having broken off. Can you think of anything that may have caused this?
No, I'm sorry. I can't think what would have caused it. I'm afraid I can't explain it.
Thank you, Miss Kitson. That will be all. You may step down.
I just had to see him. To hold him. I made this baby. Carried him around for 9 months. Felt the life growing inside me. How did I imagine I could go through all that without even looking at him? I'd really psyched myself up for that moment. I knew he wasn't going to be mine. But as soon as I handed him over, I felt like this great sense of loss. Like a part of me was missing. Oh, just to hold him. He's my baby. My flesh and blood. I'll never forget that. Right. Well, I've got to say goodbye now.
Jackie, please.
You'll be safe and sound with your mum and dad. I know they'll look after you for me.
Him, Eleanor. Why didn't I see it?
You have nothing to blame yourself for. Nothing.
He cared for me. I know he did. He couldn't have been pretending all that time. I'd have known. Surely I'd have known.
Oh, I'm sure Marcus cared for you deep down. He only didn't said all those things to hurt me. I'm sorry, Louise. Just a minute. Where do you think you're going?
I need a drink.
Oh, well, you can put that idea right out of your head. That is the last thing you need.
I can't take much more of this. I won't be able to cope if he does that with me.
Does what?
The fingernail business. I mean, what if he's got some other little surprises up his sleeve? I can't just lie at the drop of a hat. He'll be able to tell. He'll just take one look at me and he'll know.
You're just panicking. You'll be fine, I promise.
I can't go through with it. We killed him. We deserve to be punished.
You have got to stand up in that court and say exactly what we agreed. If you won't do it for me or Louise, Then please, do it for Danny. I mean, surely you're not prepared to ruin his life as well.
Welcome to my little empire. This is it. This is where it all happens.
I think I'll get the health and safety lot in here. But these working conditions aren't exactly plush, are they?
I hope you're not turning into one of these bolshy types in your old age, madam.
Unless they're old, if you don't mind.
Look, I know it's a bit of a mess at the moment, but I haven't had a minute to myself recently. But we're trying to run this place, working in the petrol station. It's all go.
I thought you'd give that up now you're a big-time business tycoon.
Well, I'm taking things nice and steady. No successful businessman ever sticks all his eggs in one basket. Besides, they only get smashed to smithereens that way, don't they?
How do you mean?
Well, one of the oldies who works for me has spilled tomato soup all over someone's carpet. So I could have a court case hanging off my head. A few more incidents like that and I won't have a business left at all.
You've no need to worry about things like that now. I'll keep your grannies under control for you. And the first thing I'll do is get them to clean this mess up.
Yeah, well, couldn't we just muck in and do a bit now? You know, start the ball rolling. Oh, come on, love. It's not as bad as it looks. I know where everything is, honestly. Look, this is me in tray where I keep everything from people wanting the grannies. There's me granny pile, and I put all the bookings in the diary. When I remember, like.
You want to get the lot computerised?
No, you don't need a computer. Pen and paper, Anthea, that's all you need. Keep things nice and simple.
A computer virtually does the work for you. If you like, I could ask old Megan to write you a special programme.
Oh, a bit of a whiz kid on the old technology, is she?
Yeah, she's passed all kinds of exams and everything.
Oh, very nice. Very pleased for that. What would all that cost me, though?
Sure you could come to some arrangement. Send one of your grannies in to iron a small. She hates ironing.
Well, I'll tell you what, as my office manager, I'll leave all that to you. You do what you think best.
Miss Hope and Miss Kitson have outlined the events leading up to Marcus Seddon's death. There are just one or two items to clarify. Can I ask you about the struggle?
The struggle?
Mr. Seddon and yourself were involved in a fight which led to him falling to his death.
It was my fault. I was responsible.
In what way were you responsible, Mr. Simpson?
I should have tried to talk to him to calm him down.
We've already heard Marcus Seddon was in a highly emotional and irrational state.
And who could blame him? How he must have hated us, so smug, so self-righteous, bleating our pathetic little platitudes at him.
I know this must be very difficult for you, but can we please try to stick to the facts?
I can't stand here and be a hypocrite. I have to tell the truth. And the truth is that I despised him. I hated him for his ideals and for his principles.
Mr. Simpson, I do genuinely sympathize.
He was such a damaged person. I should have noticed that the moment I met him. Made allowances. I could have helped him. We could have helped him. All I had to do was reach out. Reach out to him. He begged for my help. And I turned my back on him.
How many times a day do you have to do this?
As many times as they get dirty.
Yeah, well, I don't see why Mick keeps on giving me all the naff jobs around here to do.
How about because he's the boss?
Yeah, well, I'm glad he's got off. It's been a right misery all day.
Well, wouldn't you be? Going from 2 girlfriends to none in one day.
Yeah, well, it serves him right, I reckon.
Hey, won't leave the food alone, will ya? And listen, just give it a rest with me. He's given you a chance here. Now, it's up to you to take it.
Yeah, but he keeps on going on at me all the time.
Well, let him. You've got to prove yourself to him. And if that means doing all the dirty jobs, you've got to do them, haven't you? And look happy about them.
All right.
Look, Tim, you've done some stupid things in your time. It's going to take a while before Mick can trust you. As far as he's concerned, you're just a scally. So instead of living up to his expectations, try living up to mine and prove him wrong, eh?
All right, yeah.
Hey. Hands off me, Toms.
And that concludes the summing up of the evidence. When considering my verdict, I identified 3 possible outcomes: misadventure, an open verdict, or a verdict of accidental death. In my opinion, Marcus Seddon's death was the result of an accident, and I therefore record a verdict of accidental death. This is the end of my inquiry.
Long time since I've seen you kicking a ball around.
Just thought I should stick to the things kids are supposed to do.
I suppose I better get myself down the doctors for a Zimmer frame. Pipe and slippers then, eh?
Better nothing like you're on Viagra.
That'll be the day.
Why, Dad?
Same reason as you. Kept my brains between my legs, didn't I? Look, I'm sorry, son, but it's all over now.
But you knew I fancied it, though.
I knew you had no chance, I know. I'm sorry, Leo, but there was never anything down for you. I tried to tell you.
Probably having brains in the same place as you, didn't I?
It happens.
But what about Pauline? I mean, I can see why you fancied Andrea instead of Pauline. I can even see why you're too tired. You're not the first bloke to do it, Dad, but mother and daughter.
Guess I was looking for trouble all around, eh?
So why?
You want the truth? I don't know. That's it, I'm afraid. I know I'm supposed to be older and wiser, like the lecturer's going to give you in the chippy, but I was trying to figure it out the other night when I was washing the batter that Pauline threw over me out of my clothes. And I think it's got something to do with all that stuff about Gladys and Elaine. I seem to have had nothing but grief the past year or so. So I wanted to have a bit of fun. Proved there was life in the old dog. I mean, 2 women coming on to you. Great buzz, huh?
I wish I knew.
So like I said, too busy thinking about this rather than this. And not thinking about this. Any of that make sense?
Yeah. Now I do know I didn't have a chance with Andrea. I mean, if she is into old crinklies, what chance does a fit young stud like me have?
Yeah, lost, eh? So am I forgiven?
No way. You owe me.
Fair enough.
And promise me 2 things.
Oh, you willing to risk a promise now?
Well, now I know you can't control your hormones, so I'll compensate.
So what's the promises?
You won't go for anyone under 30.
It's a bit harsh.
Until after I've knocked them back.
Well, I can live with that. And?
One at a time.
I think even I've learned that lesson.
Well, I think you and I deserve a nice drink after all that.
Shall I put the kettle on again?
Actually, I was thinking about something a little bit stronger. Come on, let's go out.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, things are different now. I mean, I work for you. It could complicate things.
Well, why should it? I mean, if your old man passed on 4 years ago and I'm divorced, we're both free agents, aren't we? Unless, of course, there's something you're not telling me, like.
How do you mean?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you've got some fella hidden away, you know, someone you don't want me to know about.
Don't be daft.
So there's no big hunk locked away in your wardrobe, then?
No one there last time I looked.
No problem. Let's go and have that drink. Oh, come on, love. It's not as if I'm asking you to marry me or anything, is it?
Go on, then. Let me just put a bit of lippy on and we can get going.
Louise has gone to get some coffee. And then we can make our way back to Liverpool. It's over now. That's it, finished. Marcus can't hurt us anymore. Ollie, we did it.
We did it.
Yes.
We did it. We killed him.
You've got to stop this. I mean, this whole horrendous mess is over. You got to snap out of it. Find a way to move forward and leave it all behind you. I don't know why you're taking it so much to heart. Marcus Seddon was an evil and destructive man. He got what he deserved.
And when will we get what we deserve?
You have got to stop punishing yourself. You heard the verdict, accidental death. That's what everyone believes.
But we know what really happened. I actually stood in court and lied under oath about taking someone's life. Now, I just can't shrug that off like you. This whole business, as you like to call it, it's going to haunt me for the rest of my life.
Lisa Tarbuck has tips on looking chic on the cheap, even if you are proud of your Prada. She's Gotta Have It is next on 4.